So the Ojibwe language class ran for 4 weeks from January 27th to February 17th. And we talked about family, we talked about numbers, we did 7 teachings in Ojibwe, we talked about weather, commands, and greetings. We made traditional indigenous foods like bannock, biscuits, jam, rice pudding, and berries. We had about 8 participants, and they ranged from, I think it was 12 to 31 or something like that. Age 31, 12 years old to 31 years old, yeah. And then our last class, we played Ojibwe bingo. We had a powwow demonstration. It was a lot of fun. So I understand that today you guys are using dry meat, or this is a dry meat workshop, soup workshop. So dry meat was the original survival food of Native Americans, and it required no cooking. It was packed with over 3,500 calories, and they were all nutritional. It was made with berries, meat, and animal fat. And it was easy to carry on the go, so it was perfect for those hunting expeditions where people would go out in the forest for days and weeks at a time. And the first version of pemmican was bison, bison fat, and choke cherries. So do you have any questions for me or Jacinda?
It looks like someone's waiting to be admitted.
Shoot, sorry, I had to go plug my computer in because, sorry. What is your most, like, I guess, like, favorite food, or like something that you like to teach, like, your daughters Jacinda and Jada to cook?
I like making raisin bannock. It takes a long time though because I have to let it rise for about an hour. Or else the biscuits, like the raisin biscuits. My grandma used to make those when we were younger, and I just remember she would have these great big huge mixing bowls, and then she would put towels on them, and she'd go and put them in her room where there was a wood stove, and we'd be waiting almost all day for them to rise, and then she'd have to punch them down, and then they'd have to rise again. So every time I make those, I always think of her, which isn't too often though because it's a long process.
I just want to add my favorite traditional recipe is rice pudding. I always go kind of crazy when my mom makes it. I really love it. And it's super easy and quick to make, and it doesn't require a lot of effort, and it tastes very good. You can add like berries to it and whatnot.
Yeah, it's really good with blueberries and raspberries.
It's a nice little treat for breakfast.
And Jacinda, you said you do a lot of work with youth. So what are some of the things that you're doing with the youth or have done in the past?
Well, I've always worked with youth, even when I was like still in like junior high, pretty much, because I've done like powwow clubs. I've helped out with Michelin Berard's powwow clubs that she used to run back when like I was in like elementary and stuff like that. Like and then I
peer helper.
Yes, I was also a peer helper in junior high and all throughout high school, and what else? Oh, youth council. I had a great experience on youth council. It opened up a lot of opportunities for me, and I learned a lot of great things and experienced a lot of things that I've never experienced before. And I'm thankful that I was the first Indigenous youth to sit on city council. So I hope that inspires other Indigenous youth to, branch out and, step out of their comfort zone, because that was definitely out of my comfort zone. I was so intimidating sitting with like council members. They're like adults, and you're like, ooh, yeah, like the mayor and stuff. But I love that guy's cool. He's like, yeah, he's chill. And yeah, with PCRC, I've been open up. It's opened up a lot of opportunities for me to do even more work with youth, like for example with CBYF. That's basically all work involving youth. So like right now we're putting together a youth council, and we have our applicants, and we're almost ready to get that started. So I'm really excited for that. And yeah, it's just, yep, that's about it. I wish I could do powwow clubs again. It's kind of, I don't know how that would work though with restrictions, but that's one thing I really miss. I used to really enjoy doing that before COVID.
Well, I hope that it comes back, because I've heard lots of great things.
I had a question. I just had a question on how you think like newcomer youths, like refugees and immigrants, could best learn about Indigenous people and be respectful about it. Basically, what your answer on that is?
Well, that's a good question. I think my mom could answer that better, or put it into better words than I would.
Well, I'm a teacher at the high school, and I teach Indigenous culture, and I teach Ojibwe, beading, all those fun things. And then I think that like just with this past couple of years, like I've had other students who have taken my courses, and they like my courses are not strictly for Indigenous youth; they're for everybody. So I've had other cultures take my courses, and the feedback has been great. We talk about post contact, pre contact, everything like that. I teach them about everything, all the Indigenous issues, current topics, that kind of thing. So probably just listening and taking classes in school would help. And there's also good websites where you can download stuff, like that Truth and Reconciliation one is a really good one that's legit and that has good information.
Thank you. And I like the part about doing crafts together and then kind of finding something common that you can kind of discuss, right?
Oh, and also there's Jacinda works at the Rock. Well, she used to work at the Rock Summer Camp. So there's a camp every summer that Recreation Opportunity for Kids puts on. And they've got kids there. It's a day camp. It's free. I think it starts at 8:30 to 3:30. You could go and drop your child off there, and they have different themes for different weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So like maybe one week they'll be doing powwow dancing, or they'll be doing drumming, and it's a really good experience to have your child at that camp, and it's free.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's always good to keep a lookout for opportunities on like Facebook or whatever. Because PCRC, even PCRC website, sometimes we have like virtual classes that you can participate in, or you can sign your kids up for and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, I love that idea. Thank you.
Yeah, no
You're
problem.
welcome.
I hope that answered your question.
It did. It did.
Okay.
Thank you.
I was wondering if you could give us a quick language lesson before we're done.
Sure. What did you want to learn?
I don't know. Dealer's choice.
Basics.
Let's see here. Give me a second.
Hello.
Hello, Tim.
I could do
Should we maybe introduce Tim real quick?
Yes.
Sure.